ko aloha. No ku'uki no ho'oheno I ka poli nakahali'ali'a E ho'opu mehana I ka po mehameha I po'ole wea I ka ʻeha e aloha e kuipo wea I ka ʻeha a ke aloha E kilohana ko aloha No kukino ho'oheno I ka poli nakahali'ali'a E ho'opu mehana I ka po mehameha I po'ole wea I ka ʻeha a ke aloha e kuipo wea I ka ʻeha a ke aloha So this is part 2. And of course, to part 2, there is more mo'olelo, more history, but also mo'okuauhau. So it's not only about the link, the pilina of Te Kuiapoiwa and Kamehameha, and what happens next in the story when he's giving away Lavehanai, but it's a reflection of me and my connectedness to the story because I will only write E hakuana au ina mele pili I ka mo'okuauhau. I will only write things from our genealogy. I don't step outside of our genealogy because that's not my kuleana. See, my kuleana, first and foremost, is my birthright. And if I descend from those people, then that's part of my birthright. So I have kuleana to remember, to honor, and to respect that birthright in everything that I say or do. So if I descend from Kamehameha and his many marriages and his mother Kekuiapoiwa down to these many generations of my grandparents, my parents, myself, my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, I want them all to know and understand the mo'okuauhau, the genealogy. You see, these things are said to have been taken away or stolen from us. They have not been stolen from us. We've had them all the time. We are the ones that have the kuleana to perpetuate them, no matter what comes our way, no matter what they said, how we should be and not be. That's what they said, but that's not what our kupuna said. And see, that's where the discrepancy of the choice of Ha'ole and Hawaii is really, really important to me. Because you can choose to be breathless and to follow that way. Or you can choose to be Hawaii of life, of breath, of water, and of the highest spirit. You can choose whatever you like be. And nobody will put you in prison. You can do it. The thing is, we all felt, I guess, that we had to go that way. So we chose to be people that have doctorates, and we tried to do it the Ha'ole way. And if we did it the Ha'ole way, we was going to rise to the top. Did we rise to the top yet? So maybe that was a big mistake, maybe, because nobody need listen to me. I just sharing my mana o vahi ina mono naka no ana. Maybe if we went the way of our kupuna, yeah, maybe if we went, go follow the pono, our own culture, and recognize the authority of our olelo, our language, the mana o ka olelo. Maybe if we would perpetuate our mo'okuauhau, yeah, and all of those wonderful things that nobody took away, we had them. We just let it go. But now is the time we can bring all of that back. Yeah? Yeah, we can bring all of that back. Starts with us, each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. So the word kilo, he kilohana, ko aloha. No ku'ukino ho'oheno ikapoli. Kilo, yeah? You know, the kilo lania reads the portents in the heavens. The kilo honua reads the omens and the portents on the land. The kilo opua reads the clouds. The kilo kai, the kilo moana, looks at the ocean and the movements of the wave. The kilo hoku looks at the stars and the planets. So in a sense, it speaks about destiny. And these omens and portents being there, and she having the ability to read them, to know and understand the things that she must do. And destiny is destiny. We don't have control over destiny. She had the gift of vision to see, read, and interpret those omens and those portents. And regardless if she knew that Aivohi Kupo was going to leave and not come back, she had to, because of her gift, allow destiny to take place. She had to allow destiny to take place. And so when people say like, oh, I wish I had that kind of vision, I wish I had that kind of gift, I always question that. Yeah? Would you be able to deal with that kind of gift? Knowing that what was going to happen and you had no control. And if you intercepted, it would be a greater catastrophe or even a greater blessing. It could go both ways. The knowing and understanding, and then the accepting that it is not your kuleana. Is that the gift you want? To be a kilo, a reader of those signs, those omens, and those portents. And this was something like a blanket, that love she had for him, that she held and cherished near her heart. Like the gift, like the gift. And it is very heavy, it is kaumahaloa. Nakahali ali'ai ho'opumehana. Ikapo mehameha ipo ole. And then the story now connects to Kamehameha again. And then loneliness, and to his name, Kamehameha. Right? And it says, Nakahali ali'ai ho'opumehana. That these memories, these hundreds of memories, give the warmth. Because he's going to leave. Her child is going to leave. Her lover is going to leave. And for a mother that gives a child away in Hanai, that may be for a second, but I tell you, that's hundreds of memories that they're experiencing it at one time. It's not an easy thing to do, because I Hanai'd, I have so many children through Hanai, children that were given to me. And I look at their mothers, yeah, and I know and understand to a degree what they're going through. And then there's what I'm going through. And then there is our culture. And then there is our tradition. And the so many other things that interplay with just this one moment in time. ʻEHA aliʻa. So don't ever let it be said when Kawai Kapu Okalani Hewitt writes a mele that is very simple, that there is no kauna. Because if you understand kauna, and I've said this about music and competition, yeah, to sit there as a judge over someone's mele and yet not sit with them to understand their kauna, that's false, irrelevant. You're going to judge mele in one mele competition. You better take the time as judges to sit and have that haku mele explain all of these braidings of the mele, all of the braidings of the mele, the three different meanings, the literal meaning, the first meaning, the mana'o, the story, and then the kauna, if the composer wants to share, the hidden meanings. Because you cannot sit and look at words and then discern, oh, this song has no kauna. What the hell, who made you the god of Hawaiian language? It's not right. You guys sit and be judges, then do it the right way. Sit with the composer. Sit on the panel, and then let's talk about mele and the three parts of mele, how that is braided together. The words, the allusions, the personifications, and all of that. And then let's talk about poetry competition. Because for me, no, doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. It's meaningless. And nobody is a judge. Nobody has a kuleana to tell any person that your mele has no kauna. That is not your authority. Nobody gave you the authority to do that. Because our language already has authority. Kamana o ka olelo. Aya ka olelo ke ola, aya ka olelo kamake. Nobody can sit as a judge and tell you or anyone, oh, your mele has no kauna. That's not correct. Okay, so that is the reflection of verse number 2. Okay, so drink some more water, and then we're going to verse number 3.